in a Cell. Oh, it hopefully will be good. Hopefully will be good. Good to see you all again. How's everyone doing? Your boy here, Apollo from Down, Down, Up, Up. And it's time for some predictions once again. So, update on the channel if you haven't noticed. We got our predictions out for NXT in Your House, which should be tomorrow. No, it should be tonight. I apologize. Today's Saturday. I'm off for some reason. And we had a scratch-off video yesterday. Surprisingly lasted about an hour, but a fun time. If you want to check that out, it's also on the channel. But now it's time for the predictions for the Sunday Premium Live event. Hell in a Cell. This is going to be an interesting little pay-per-view, more so because it's not driving the stipulation up the rear end. There's only one Hell in a Cell match noteworthy that I'm aware of. So, unless things change last minute, this might be stable, this might be okay, but hopefully not too long. I don't need this pay-per-view going over, let's say, 10:45. We'll see, though. Keep your fingers crossed. Let's see what we can do about this one. So, no kickoff match that I'm aware of yet. I will predict a babyface win if we get one. I don't even think we had one at WrestleMania Backlash, did we? I don't believe we did. So we're probably just going to skip it here too. They're really ruining how things used to be. It was nice earlier. Of like a few years ago, for example, like let's say right around when the Bland split. I was about to say brand split. What am I saying? Brand split. The tongue does not cooperate with the brain. But I said bland. I find that very funny looking at things today in WWE. Anyway, yeah, I miss those days where the kickoff actually started at 6 and the then pay-per-view started at 7, and we always had at least one kickoff match. Well, I just don't understand what's good, so, you know. It wasn't broken, so why'd you try to fix it? But I'll pick a babyface win if we get one. I feel like maybe the Street Profits might be on, get a nice win, maybe over Alpha Academy, for example. And that's pretty much all I have off the top of my head. Pretty much. But maybe we won't get one at all. Moving on to the main show. A match that was just recently announced on SmackDown, so I'm glad I waited for this. Madcap Moss is back. He's getting Happy Corbin in a rematch from this past SmackDown that ended in a disqualification, except this time, no holds barred. Does Madcap Moss own Corbin once again and get some serious payback? See, here's the thing. I'm for it if it means ending the rivalry, but I don't trust WWE can end rivalries anymore because they don't have fresh ideas with new people to move on. Let's be honest, pay-per-views these days are rematches for maybe the 10th or 11th time. So I am going to pick Corbin for this. Maybe Madcap Moss's emotions go a little bit too far in this, and Corbin takes advantage of that, and this keeps going, let's say, to Money in the Bank, where maybe one of them beats the other to qualify for the match. We'll see, though, but I am going to pick Corbin for this match. Moving on, we then have a six-person tag team match. We have The Club, Finn Balor, AJ Styles, and Liv Morgan taking on Judgment Day, consisting, of course, of Edge, Damian Priest, and Rhea Ripley. It's got to be Judgment Day, right? I don't understand why they would lose this match. As annoyed as fans continue to grow about AJ's pay-per-view record as of late, he lost every pay-per-view match since July last year. Pretty brutal. But I just can't see them pulling together for this. Maybe this could end in a disqualification, but I don't see why WWE would do that to Judgment Day on pay-per-view right now. It's dumb. It's just dumb. Judgment Day's got to win. Moving on. U.S. Championship match. Theory defending against Mustafa Ali in Chicago. Chicago is Ali's hometown. You gotta love WWE screwing around, but you know what? I'm gonna go with the Heart of Gold on this. Also, just because we saw Theory win over Ali on Raw in that impromptu United States Championship match. I'm gonna pick Ali, but that may necessarily not mean him winning the championship. I can see them just throwing this away for a disqualification. But Ali has been garbage since coming back, and that's not because of him, that's because of how he's been booked. So can he just, win something, please, and not look like a total fool? even a DQ win. But I'm picking Ali to win in general. Hopefully he wins a championship. Theory has not been as great a US champion as I have expected. I really thought he was going to get more prime time and wrestling out of being champion. It's been quite the opposite, if I'm being completely honest. I was really enjoying his matches, let's say, with Kevin Owens and Finn Balor for the early part of this year because the wrestling was so solid. He wins the championship and then enters in this Ali feud, which has consisted of Theory wrestling much less. I am a fan of Austin Theory in general and wrestling. Him as champion has not provided me with that much wrestling, so I hate to crap on it. I wouldn't mind Ali winning the championship if it means Theory getting back wrestling more and maybe getting closer to Money in the Bank. But we'll keep that under tabs for now. I have Ali to win. Now, Ezekiel. Haven't really had the chance to discuss this with y'all. When I first saw what they were doing, the red light went off. But then I kind of saw what the crowd reaction of this was every week, and I have to give it the two things. One, it's stupid, but WWE is telling us that it's stupid, therefore, we're kind of enjoying it a little bit more. And two, Kevin Owens is brilliant. He's always been brilliant, and his rage over this has made it about 25 times more entertaining than it could have been without him. So this is fine. I've been enjoying this little feud, and now we get Ezekiel and Kevin Owens one-on-one. Not really sure who to pick for this, if I'm being honest. I guess I really want Owens to be on the rebound with this. Like, I really do. I really do. But I feel like Ezekiel and Madcap are sort of like the new pushers on both shows. I have one of them losing on SmackDown, therefore I think I better have the other one win. This one feels like a coin toss, so I am going to pick Ezekiel. I think it's working, and I don't think this rivalry is going to end with this match. So Ezekiel wins, Owens gets madder and madder. He's tipping the iceberg, you know what I mean? Like, he's on the breaking point already. I want to see what his reaction is going to be if he loses. So I'd love to see Kevin Owens get a win, but I'm going to pick Ezekiel. Getting through this one, though. I think we're going to get through this quicker than maybe NXT. Handicap match, Bobby Lashley versus Omos MVP. Extremely disappointed that this is a handicap match in general. I thought we would be doing something more crazy. Maybe not Hell in a Cell, but just something more, like maybe we could have saved the cage match here if it wasn't for the fact that we can't have a cage match in Hell in a Cell the same night, obviously, when you look at things. But, we could have done something else. I am going to pick Lashley then. He's just going to make MVP tap out to the Hurt Lock, right? Or spear him. That's pretty much how this ends and how the rivalry most likely continues, because WWE can't end rivalries anymore. That's pretty much it. I love MVP. I like Lashley. I like Omos. But I'm not a fan of this feud no more, and a handicap match on the pay-per-view seems like a big depressor. It's going to be a Raw segment. That's all I've got for that. Now, two matches that definitely intrigue me on this night. Women's Championship Triple Threat, Bianca Belair defending against Asuka and Becky Lynch. I'm hoping this will be a good match. I really enjoyed Bianca, Sasha, and Becky at the Crown Jewel event last year. That was really good for a triple threat match. So I'm hoping this one will get some time and try to go on that level, even though maybe it won't. But I'm picking Bianca Belair. Multiple reasons here, really. She just won the championship at WrestleMania. This is her first pay-per-view championship defense, because heaven forbid we do anything with her at Backlash last month. But it's more that I see Asuka and Becky continuing their little feud, and we have to remember here, this is where I might slow down. Becky Lynch can't win right now. That wasn't the name I meant to say, because I'm trying to get in the zone here. Bianca Belair has to be holding the championship until at least Money in the Bank. There is one lady that needs to be challenging her for that championship at Money in the Bank, and that lady's name is Ding Dong. Hello, where's Bayley? She has been off TV for almost a year now, probably over a year, if we're being honest. But last year at Money in the Bank, it was supposed to be her and Bianca for the SmackDown Women's Championship in an I Quit match. So, Bayley, Bianca's champion right now. We cannot miss this opportunity. Please do not miss this opportunity. As far as Bayley winning, I'm not going to go into that right now, but I wouldn't mind it. I really miss Bayley. I miss her character. She's a very fun lady. Let's see what we get. I'm picking Bianca Belair to retain the championship for now at Hell in a Cell. And now the main event. I assume the main event. I assume the main event. Ooh, if this is not the main event, I am muy confused. Because, like I said, I just went through this card. I don't see any other Hell in a Cell matches. So, time for the one. Cody Rhodes, Seth freaking Rollins, inside the cell. Now, okay, WrestleMania, great. Backlash, fun. Maybe even a little bit better than their first match. What about this one? It probably will be better. Who's going to win, though? Does Cody get 3 over Rollins and really cement everything and end the feud? Because, come on, it's Hell in a Cell, right? Or does Rollins escape with this one through some way, unbeknownst to me at the moment? Okay, here's the thing. I was worried about this to begin with, but then a certain little buzzard had to start making tweets. Bray Wyatt. A lot of people somehow seem to think that The Fiend is going to be returning to WWE and ruining this match one way or another. I'm really not for that, but I have to keep that in my mind. That being said, would he really screw Cody? Well, it's WWE. Of course they'd find a reason. I can see him screwing Rollins, but that doesn't really need to happen. As far as ruining the whole match and causing a no finish, oh, wouldn't you just love to see that again? Because that's what we really want, right? We really want no finish to end a Hell in a Cell pay-per-view, and the only Hell in a Cell match of the night. No, I cannot in good conscience go for that. I made a mistake at Backlash. I think I'm going to have to rectify it here. I'm going to pick Cody Rhodes. You got me. I really hate to see... Hate's a strong word. I dislike to see Rollins lose this much in WWE when I am enjoying his character to a T. But Cody Rhodes just seems to be what they're charging up right now for the summer. And at this point, it's really looking obvious that he's going to win Money in the Bank. That being said, you could still afford to take this loss and move on. But I don't know. What does this look like at the end of the night? I don't know. But I'm going to stick with my guns here. I'm going to pick Cody, and we're going to see what's going to happen. I was going to go for Rollins, but I couldn't. Let's see if I made a mistake. That's it. Hell in a Cell in the books. It's hopefully going to be a fun little time. I hope you all enjoy it. Thanks for tuning in, by the way. Like, share, subscribe, and let me know what you're looking forward to, and what you're not looking forward to, and what you wish was on the card, and what your expectations are for Money in the Bank. Because let's be honest, once we get through this, things are going to get maybe shaken up a bit more. And that means excitement. That means intrigue. And Apollo likey that intrigue. Have a lovely rest of the day. Have a lovely weekend. I will see you hopefully tomorrow for my result and review video for NXT in your house. I will hopefully see you Monday for my result and review video for Hell in a Cell. And that'll about do it for a bit. Not bad. Keep it real.